that don't engage in educational system and don't try to get their own children educated. We need to wake up in Zion when it seems like there's violence all around the church. We need to wake up in Zion. We ought not need the police to police our neighborhoods, but we ought to police our neighborhoods ourselves, because if we look back in the history of the African American experience, there was a time when they didn't come into your neighborhood unless they were wanting to knock you upside the head. In Reconstruction and Jim Crow era, there was a time when the deacons and the preacher could just walk down the street and the street would clean up. There was a time when the church could be erected and it would transform a neighborhood. That's why I contend today that we're at ease in Zion. Folks want to preach for a level of status rather than trying to impact the lives of people. We want to build buildings to impress folks, but I contend today that this journey we're on is not a journey of impressing people, but it's a journey to lift the name of God higher. Is there anybody here that came here this morning because you want to lift the name of God higher? I cannot be at ease in Zion because there's too much on the line. There's young folks dying in our city. There's families going hungry in our city. Martin Luther King died for a dream, and I'm not going to sit here and think that everything is all about me, but we've got to lift the name of God higher. We've got to work to restore our communities. We've got to elevate life, because Jesus said that I come to give life and life more abundantly. He said that the gates of hell shall not prevail against us. So that means that we ought to be busy doing something. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time to get busy doing something. Touch your neighbor and say, I won't take nothing for my journey, but the Lord brought me this far to use me in his service. Shake your dead neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time to wake up in Zion, because God has placed us here for a reason and a purpose. Shake your neighbor's hand and say, wake up in Zion. It's time to give him some praise. Shake your neighbor and say, wake up in Zion. It's time to move our families forward. Touch your neighbor and say, wake up in Zion. I didn't come to church for a form of godliness and to deny his power. Shake your neighbor and say, wake up in Zion, because God saved you for a reason and God saved you for a purpose. Shake your neighbor and say, wake up in Zion. The Lord didn't keep the church to just sit here and look cute. Touch your neighbor and say, wake up in Zion. There's a young person for you to mentor. There's a home for you to bless. There's a person for you to heal. Shake your neighbor's hand and say, wake up in Zion, because the Lord has been good, but I believe the best is yet to come. Say, wake up in Zion, because God has strategically placed us to do something great. I know we got a great legacy here at the Aenon Missionary Baptist Church, but my job is to wake up Zion, because greater is coming. Is there anybody here that believes that greater is coming? Somebody shout greater. Shout greater. You ought to touch yourself and say, I feel myself waking up. You ought to touch yourself and say, I feel life coming back in my spirit. I've been coming to church for a long time, but I was just doing church, but I feel something coming alive in me. I feel something stirring up in me. I feel a different atmosphere in the life of the church. We're not here for form nor for fashion, but we've got to wake up Zion. Somebody say, wake up Zion, because there are deacons on the street corner that are yet to be saved. Say, wake up Zion. There are marriages that still need to be healed. Say, wake up Zion. There are businesses to be started out of the church. Wake up Zion. Tell somebody that there are folks to be fed. Wake up Zion. There are neighborhoods to be transformed. Wake up Zion. And I don't want to let somebody else do it, but I want the Lord to use me. Is there anybody here that wants the Lord to use you? Do you want the Lord to use your life to bless Zion? Is there anybody here that is ready to bless Zion, you ought to jump to your feet and say, I'm ready to serve. Come on, jump on your feet and say, I'm ready to serve. Come on, some of y'all pretend like you at the club and they was doing the last song. You would jump up and try to get your dance on. You would try to get your holler on. You try to get your last 5 minutes in. But God is telling somebody, after everything you've been through, it's time to wake up, Zion. It's time to do great things. It's time to do greater things. Yes, Martin King was great. Yes, Barack Obama was great. But he's not the last black president. I wish I had somebody here. Martin King's not the only preacher that's called to lead a movement. Perhaps that's the problem. We spend too much time looking back instead of looking forward, because I contend that there's some Martin Kings in Rochester. There's some leaders in Aenon that are still yet to wake up. There's some deacons and trustees that are still yet to wake up. There's some Bible teachers that are still yet to wake up. There's some prayer warriors that are still yet to wake up. There are some servants that are still yet to wake up. Shake your neighbor and say, neighbor, neighbor, wake up. If you can be charismatic for just 2 minutes, touch 3 or 4 folks and say, wake up, Zion. Come on, tell them, wake up.